Howdy y'all, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Today, we have an incredible journey into some of the oldest photographs ever taken in the land known today as Afghanistan. These highly detailed images are dated to the years of 1879 and 1880, making them over 145 years old. The most fascinating aspect, to me, is the sheer magnitude of the fortifications that appear to be constructed with very advanced means, epic and monumental in size, yet appearing somewhat ancient, dilapidated, and in disuse by the time of the first photographs. The deepest history of our realm can often be associated with landscapes that appear to be ostracized and hidden through the historical narrative. To help acquaint you with Afghanistan and to help better illustrate the photographs, we will briefly dive into the current narrative of Afghanistan, hoping to paint a dichotomy between the images that we see in front of us. Afghanistan's early history was shaped by its position at the crossroads of Central Asia, South Asia, and Persia. The region was known to different ancient civilizations, such as the Persians and the Greeks, after Alexander the Great's conquest in 330 BC. The Greeks established cities like Bactria, and after Alexander's passing, the Greco-Bactrian kingdom ruled over parts of Afghanistan. The Kushans were a Central Asian dynasty that then ruled over Afghanistan, as well as much of the Indian subcontinent and parts of Central Asia. Their capital was Bagram, modern-day Baghlan, and they were known for fostering trade along the Silk Road. Buddhism spread throughout Afghanistan during this time period, and the famous Bamiyan Buddhas were carved. Afghanistan then became part of the Timurid Empire, founded by Tamerlane, or Timur. Herat, located in western Afghanistan, flourished as the center of art, science, and learning. After Timur's passing, his empire fragmented, and various factions, including the Mughal, took control of parts of the region. By the early 1500s, the Mughals, led by Babur, took over parts of Afghanistan. Kabul became a key Mughal city, and Babur's descendants continued to use Afghanistan as a buffer zone between the Mughals and the Safavids of Persia. In the 17th century, Afghanistan was then contested between the Safavid Empire of Persia and the Mughal Empire of India. The region saw multiple great invasions and shifting borders. The Kandahar region became a crucial battleground. The Hotaki tribe, led by Mirwaz Hotak, revolted against Safavid Persia and recaptured Kandahar. This marked the beginning of a brief, independent Afghan state under the Hotakis. The Afghan-Persian Wars culminated in 1738, when Nadir Shah, the Persian ruler, defeated the Hotakis and reasserted Persian control over Afghanistan. After Nadir Shah's assassination in 1747, Ahmad Shah Durrani, a Pashtun leader from the Kandahar region, united multiple Afghan tribes and established the Durrani Empire, with Kabul as its capital. This is considered the foundation of modern Afghanistan. Ahmad Shah Durrani expanded his empire into Persia, India, and Central Asia, but his successors struggled to maintain control. This period saw the establishment of fortifications and military outposts in strategic regions, such as Herat, Kandahar, and Kabul. These were built to defend against Persians and later British encroachments. Fortifications like the Kabul Citadel, Herat Citadel, and Kandahar's Red Fort played crucial roles in regional defense and political control, and these fortresses were essential in maintaining power, although they were frequently besieged during wars with the Persian Empire also during local uprisings, and later during the British interventions. Tensions between the British Empire and Russia, the former Tartaria, led to something known as the Great Game, a geopolitical struggle for influence throughout Central Asia. Afghanistan was caught between these world powers. In 1839, the British invaded Afghanistan to install a puppet ruler, Shah Shuja, but the occupation ended disastrously in 1842, with the British being forced to retreat out of Kabul after suffering heavy losses. This was the First Anglo-Afghan War. The British returned in 1878, fearing further Russian or Tartarian expansion, and after a brief war, the British established a protectorate over Afghanistan, controlling its foreign policy while allowing local rulers to maintain internal control. Kabul and Herat once again became focal points of the power struggles, with the British establishing new forts and diplomatic missions here. This was the Second Anglo-Afghan War. One of the theories surrounding this war involves the Khalil family and their role in local politics. It is believed that certain Afghan leaders, also including Shah Ali Khan, had covert dealings with the Russian Empire, which complicated British efforts to control the region. Just after the year 1900, Afghanistan maintained nominal independence, but the tensions between British India and Afghanistan continued to simmer. The Third Anglo-Afghan War in 1919 saw Afghanistan finally assert its independence by launching a conflict with the British, which led to a peace settlement recognizing Afghan sovereignty, although some may argue that a Fourth Anglo-Afghan War is continuing today. Looking into some of the theories and mysteries regarding the land of Afghanistan, one of the most prominent would be the lost city of Z. There's been speculation that the ancient city of Z, possibly located in the hills of Afghanistan, could be hidden in the Hindu Kush or near the Bamiyan region. While unconfirmed, explorers have searched for signs of lost civilizations buried in the rugged mountains of Afghanistan for centuries. Another prominent theory is regarding the fate of the Kushan Empire. The collapse of the Kushan Empire in the 3rd century remains shrouded in mystery. Some theories today suggest it was due to an invasion by the Sassanid Persians, although this is not documented, and there's been debate whether internal tribal strife, economic collapse, or even a cataclysm could have played a larger role. Now, when we look deeper into the 3 major fortifications of Afghanistan, the ones that held the most strategic importance, I first want to look at Herat. The Herat Citadel, often referred to as Arg-e-Herat, served as a major center for controlling most of western Afghanistan. It was fortified heavily due to its proximity to Persia, and the importance of Herat as a trade and military hub cannot be understated. We also have Kandahar's Red Fort, which became a major point of resistance against British forces during their numerous invasions of the 19th century. The fort's location at the intersection of trade routes between Central Asia and India made it a crucial military asset, besides the fact that it's absolutely immense. One of the largest fortifications I believe I have seen in the Middle East, and one that really leaves you in awe when you see it. Now, looking at Kabul, the Arg of Kabul has stood as a symbol of power throughout most of Afghanistan's history. Throughout the centuries, Kabul's fortifications witnessed multiple innovations, invasions, sieges, rebuilds, and rebellions. In conclusion, by the year 1900, Afghanistan had endured centuries of invasions, dynastic changes, and complex geopolitics, with its strategic fortifications playing an essential role in both defense and the control of the region. The rise of the Durrani Empire, along with the great game that was conducted between the British and the Russian or the Tartarians, set the stage for the modern state of Afghanistan that we see today. And yet, by the time of the early photographs, it appears much of these locations were either unoccupied or greatly dilapidated as compared to how they are described in the current narrative. It makes you wonder if the region of Afghanistan, all of these ancient and immense fortifications, were not being targeted for a reason by these different European and Asian powers. But I will leave the video there. Can't wait to read your comments down below. If you'd like to reach out to me or support the channel, feel free to do so, and we will talk again on the next video.